Well, hello, folks. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. It is Thursday, right? I think, still? Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. My name is Joel Duggan, and this is Satisfactory. I'm going to turn on the sound a little bit here. Had it turned down during the pre-show. And we are going to continue on right where we left off last night. And that is working on the aluminum set in our... No, I don't want to exit. Fly. In our main factory. I've got about half of it worked out now as far as the foundries go. You'll see here in just a minute. Unfortunately, I had to add a lot of pumps to the refineries on the bottom level. There just doesn't seem to be any way around that. The head lift for refineries just doesn't seem to be working. They say it does 10 meters, they do not. They don't even do 3 meters, so we will make do. The problem is actually that I have to then power these pumps, and they don't look good, which is annoying. All right, let's just take an inventory stock here. Don't need all of those. Probably go without those for now. Good for gas. Need the motors. We do need the rotors. And we will need... Don't need that. Or this. I think we're good. Rune Sun, hello! Good to see you. How was the rest of your stream last night? Is that a cup of coffee? Elaine, yes. Well, coffee-like material. Doesn't seem to spill. So, not sure what it is. Found you through the spawn chunks. Very cool. Thanks, Road Song for Life. Appreciate that. Rebel A, midweek late show. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, I'm going to go down here. We'll take our time seeing as it's dark. Pop into the aluminum section here. I'm looking forward to getting more of this done when the new pieces come out. So, in here, I worked out this section. We've got these little lifts kind of juking and jiving going back and forth because they hook up to, on the top level, you'll see, they hook into this. And this takes them straight down there, and that is where all of the scrap and the silica is going to go into the refineries. I'm still on the fence about how to do the output here. Right now I've just got them hooked up to these particular fences, but I don't know if we're going to do it hovering in the sky like that. I might want to do something higher. We may have to figure out where this is going to go on the 3rd floor before we really take it out. Rune Sun, thanks very much. I'll show off a little bit more when the sun comes up so that you can take a really good look. But we're modeling the factory after Devastator, the Decepticon you're probably familiar with from the 80s. So we've got the green and the purple going on, and this thing from the other side looks like a giant bulldozer. But we've also got, as the moonlight hits it, it might look kind of cool. But we've got the centerpiece kind of mapped out briefly. I'm going to do it a lot bigger, and I'm going to use all those new cool base parts, those triangle parts and stuff. So it's not, you're not going to see any of the foundation sides. I'm going to make sure it's nice solid purple, which is going to be great. The other thing that I added in between last night and today was a little bit of a kind of like a crawl space, I guess. So I've got this stuff down here wired up from behind, and those are powering our refineries. So you can see the wires come straight across here. And the power actually comes in over here somewhere. Yes, right here. Comes in there. Yeah, turn around in here. So we've got it coming in specifically, temporarily from this pole. Eventually we're going to have the power coming up along this roadway here. Yeah. Where is my hypertube? The sun is coming up. We can actually take a look at this from a distance. Thanks so much, Rudson. After seeing your build last night, I'm glad that you like this. Again, very much mid-construction. We did the first half of our gameplay we spent working on our starting factory, and so this is the expansion into the new mega factory. I'm scared for what it's going to do to my frames, but that seems to be just the way that you play Satisfactory. Mid-construction, every Satisfactory build ever. Yeah, no, that's fair. Very, very fair. So we'll get up top here. So the size of it, we've got these two. Where's my little picture? So we've got these two big parts here in the front, there and there, and this is kind of like a framing of it. I'm really glad I waited to do anything more, because I'm going to be able to use the new parts for it. But you can see, like, his knees, just kind of using some design language from this drawing, his upper thighs have kind of got this like 3-tier metal kind of thing to them, and I want to try to make these two big buildings. These are all of our smelting buildings. So this is smelting copper and this is smelting iron. Yeah, this is smelting copper and that's smelting iron. And so we're moving all that kind of stuff like down towards the back, and then as I get back in the hypertube here, you'll see the big bulldozer kind of, I don't know, giant maw that we're running all of these conveyor belts through this. And then you've got the big Devastator chest plate. Eventually, I think I'm going to make it bigger. Now up here we have like the control room, what will be our power, probably our power room, storage when it gets hooked up. And I'm hoping that we can do something cool with the view from up here. Once this is all filled with belts of material coming in, I think it's going to look really cool. I might end up putting a train down the middle here. I think I might have bitten off more than I could chew with belts. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fill that with belts. Oh, thanks, Ruin Sun. That's very cool. I appreciate that. So you can see over here we've got, in the distance, that's our plates. We've got copper sheets. No, what is it? Not steam. It's pure copper. So we've got refineries doing copper. We have now the recipe for pure iron. So we're going to be doing probably refineries here for pure iron. We also have a lot of room below. Like we can drop the floor if we need to. And that's what we've done over here on this other floor. So this is the current project, which is what we're working on today, is this top floor, or I guess second floor of the aluminum. So we've got our aluminum. Oh, I don't need this here. I was using it to hang power lines. We've got our alumina solution being made down here by all of these refineries. They're going into these 7 refineries here, and they're sending all of their aluminum scrap up. Now this side is the way that I want it to look. We're going to have 2 here going left with 2 meeting in the middle. We need to mimic this over here. Right now this is all going into a awesome sink. So I need to build this other side because there's going to be another 14 foundries just like this over here. And what's nice about this is that we built it once, so it's not going to take that long to design. some of the things that I changed in here, these are now ramps, and that allows us to see the power. So all of these things are wired from underneath, nice and clean. So I'm liking the way this is coming together. Not Humo, hello! Yes, it is coffee in my hand. I do not have a coffee in my hand currently in real life. I have a whiskey in my hand. Pyro TG, how goes the aluminum? It goes well. It goes well. We're about to start on the second side here. There is one in space. It goes here. It's all going to come crashing down when we start moving things around, because of course the aluminum is really finicky. It depends greatly on like what's happening with the export of the water. Like if you can't balance things, you get into a world of hurt real fast. I'm gonna have to remember the process of building this whole thing. I know that the walls were important, because if you don't do the walls, then the Foundries do something funky. Oh, that's not right. Be a door. Is this game free? No, it's not. But you can buy it on Steam or on Epic. If you use Epic and you want to help support the channel, you can use my Epic game code, which is Joel Duggan. Very easy to remember. Spelled just like it is here on the channel. Finally caught a stream that hasn't been going for hours, says Flammable Flow MC. Hello, welcome in. Thanks very much. So I think the way that these ramps worked is I put them towards the center. Yeah, high side on the inside, so we'll do that. Capstaff Barnes, hey, long time no see, how are you? We want them to go that way. And I think temporarily I'm going to have to add in these here, just so that it's easier for us to actually work. Been waiting to watch you play. Oh, thanks. Why is this not working? Weird. That should be good. Now, the tricky part. I remember I lined these up with the middle. So it was this way. So it's there. Yeah, that's too far. And then there. So before I build a ton of these, I just want to make sure that they're not doing anything funky. Looks like it worked. Basically what was happening before was without the walls on the edge here, the legs were coming down. They weren't playing nice. 2, 3, 4. This all looks very complicated. What are you building? Yeah, if you're coming into Satisfactory for the first time, this is kind of like the late mid game. We are building an aluminum factory. That as far as it goes? No, I got one more. And we need these smelters, which take 2 items. So we're going to be making aluminum ingots. So we need to send aluminum scrap and silica into this. And we don't have enough silica. We've got some, but we've got enough to get us kind of started. So what I'm doing is, see this design here? We're mirroring this. We're copying this and putting it over there. That's the plan. So we can grab these. I think it's tier 2. And I was putting those on the close side, so there. I'm excited about Update 5. Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to being able to finally do some of the shapes that my brain has been able to come up with, but my game has not let me make, at least not without great sacrifice. Although I have to say, I came up with a design. I don't remember who I was watching. I think it might have been Perforated Soldier, or I don't think it was Kibitz, but I was watching somebody. I did this, and I quite like this little thing. The mid foundation wall is a tricky thing to get your head into, but once you know how to do it, it really opens up some of the cool possibilities that you can do. So all that is me placing down one of these kind of like mid pieces, and then you can attach a foundation to it, and because they clip through, you can then attach a wall, remove both things, and then you've got a wall where you shouldn't be able to put a wall. Very handy trick. Oh, no problem, Jazim6. Yeah, it will be a little bit more complicated as time goes on, but if you kind of hang out, you'll probably see some basics and stuff as well. That goes there. We've got this one down on this side. The question is, I should check to see that these are going to work. Yeah, that's going to work there. I basically just don't want to encroach on any. That should be enough room. I don't like using the conveyor poles anymore. I find them really odd looking, so I'm trying to do different things with all of this stuff. This is going to be a Mark V belt. Forgot the end. Actually, I should switch these. Might as well mirror them. Satisfactory has given me ideas, even Minecraft stuff. Yeah, oh for sure. I've definitely taken inspiration in both directions. I've definitely thought of things to do in Satisfactory and then thought of things to do in Minecraft while playing the other game. Satisfactory makes me want to play technical Minecraft. Like, I've been working with Cosmic Dancer. She's been very lovely in helping me out, working out a list of mods from Autofabric 3, and then I want to add some new mods to it. So I'm going to try, I think, another playthrough on Autofabric 3, but focused like really heavy on the technical stuff like Industrial Revolution or something. Alright, so that's all that. So now we need splitters. And for this, if you're fast enough, this little blue line will stay sometimes. It used to for me. I don't want to make everybody seasick. And then these are just Mark II belts, I think. Roop. That's going to be making ingots. Silica 75, yeah. Mark II. We're going to do all the top ones first. It's pretty straight to me. Whoa! Definitely crazy how the games do that, give you inspiration for different stuff. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I find Satisfactory also makes me want to go back and check out No Man's Sky again, too. And I mean, of course, that's seeing a lot of attention right now because of the new update. I was watching Tangent play earlier. He looks like he's having a lot of fun. It's hard this time of day. I can't see my little heads-up display at the bottom of the screen to line things up. I'm just gonna... As long as it looks relatively straight, that's fine. Whoa! I guess I could just place down a temporary footer too. See if that works any better. Oh, that helps a little bit. Oh, there we go. Too tall, hello. I missed my jump. Don't read the chat and jetpack. It was a heck of a lot harder to do that before update 4. I'm so happy they did that. What, lining things up? Did update 4 bring the lines? The little update lines? I thought those were there ahead of time. Oh crap. That can't be... I need that to be a smart splitter. These last ones have to be smart splitters because I need to take care of the overflow. Alright, so for folks that were wondering what a smart splitter is, if you're new, these guys will actually let you program them. So left, that's going to be silica. Center is going to be overflow, and right is going to be none. And we can actually add the other smart splitter while we're here. Or this one. Same idea, except for instead of silica, we're going to do scrap. I wish they started you over again here. Overflow. And none. Alright, so now we just have to do the rest of these back the other way. The lower ones are a lot easier. out of parts. We'll get some more of those. I might have to pop over to the iron factory actually, because I don't know how many reinforced plates I have. We're going to be doing this much with the Mark II belts. I'm going to have to go get a lot more. Yeah. Can't wait to get this hooked up. It's going to make my life so much easier. $20 is not going to be enough. Nope. To the iron factory. Not sure if you'll be able to see the copper, but that's all the crazy copper happening in there. And all the iron currently, we're not using all of the iron yet. We've got all of it belted up, but we're not actually processing all of it. We've got those 3 belts are not being processed, but those ones there are. So these are all just regular smelters. We did that before we got the pure iron. And then these monstrosities are my plate factories. And I just decided to make a whole lot of plates. I'm not exactly sure why. And then we've got these guys just happening manually in the background. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll take 8. Why not? How am I doing for regular plates? We'll get some of those too. Road trip, yes. Well, we're not going that far. Not going back to the main thing. So yeah, I think with the refineries here, we're going to do something where I can kind of poke them through the ceiling and start to use more of the verticality, I guess. But this plate factory looks really cool when it's going. I like how everything kind of comes up in the middle. Very cool. Yeah, we've got 3 there and 3 there that we have yet to use. So we're probably going to be putting this refineries in here. This is the inside of that leg piece I was looking at earlier. This is the copper. So I'm hoping to have our aluminum factory look something like this when we're all done. Walkways and cool stuff all the way around so you can kind of see everything moving. That thing you were just on is absolutely massive. Yes, the refineries are huge. I think they might be the biggest building, or maybe it's... No. Nuclear power plants have to be the biggest building. You can sort of see like how I want to make up there kind of like the head of Devastator, or at least the chest. And then we maybe we'll put like the power room in his head. That could be kind of cool. Not necessarily his head, but like a version or a building inspired by the kind of design language that they used in the Transformer. Oh, thanks, Tutal. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to having all those parts. It looks really cool. It's almost going to be too much, you know? Oh, I meant to put that stuff away. Crap. I don't need it all in my inventory. I meant to restock the chests. I can appreciate hypertubes to go down, but sometimes I just jump. Hypertubes to go up are invaluable, but... let's put 2 of those. building style is mostly city, and well, this isn't exactly city. Well, you could make it city. Actually, if you want to see city builds, check out RuneSun on Twitch. His city build is massive. Where is that? Is that over like in that area on the map? Did you build it up against that? Oh, Northern Forest. Okay. That's where I started in this. That's where my starting area is. If I... the map. And I hide these beacons. So my main base is... oh, autosave lag. My main base is all in here. Truck station and the hub. So there's my... that's why I decided to build in there. Not a lot of room. I should have done this base here, but I didn't know it existed when I started, so it is what it is. Alright, where were we? I'm more northern centered by the river. Northern centered by the river. Oh, like here? Cool. Yeah, Devastator is like this whole thing is Devastator. This whole peninsula. I took it over. It's like that Irish guy from Braveheart. It's mine. Steven Seagal 101. Hello, how's it going? Good to see you. Alright, did we miss anyone? Can't. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. There, and there. Excellent. So now we have to do the power, and that section right there. I remember how high I put those. Are you liking update 4? Yeah. Yeah. They are one click down from the top. And if memory serves, there's 10 in between them. As long as I get the first one right, it should be pretty easy to get the rest of them. And that's right. The rest of them should be really straightforward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll double check it, and then we should be fine. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't know about that one. Not sure if I counted that right. Oh, I did. Cool. Yeah, so I mean, so far so good. I don't have any complaints about update 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anything that I've got to complain about are things that just have been in the game for a while and they won't get fixed until it's released. The big blue frog, it's called Satisfactory. If you do bang Satisfactory in the chat, you'll get a link. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't think I need one there. No. A little tedious to actually hook them up, but when it's all done, it looks good. I still don't know how I'm going to get power up here permanently. I'll have to bring it up from downstairs somehow. And I think I did it this way. And I think I went underneath the floor. Where's Cosmic? She's in bed. Because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning in the UK. Or at least close to it. Yes, that reminds me. Thank you, Nightbat. There is a brand new episode of the Citadel Cafe out right now. Recorded it on Monday, published it not an hour and a half ago. On the CitadelCafe.com. My friend Steven and I talked about Forza Horizon 5's Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, and then episodes 2, 3, and 4 of What If from Marvel. And let's just grab, I guess we'll use these. Oh. I should probably just get used to this E key. I still have trouble remembering to use it. Mainly because I hit my inventory. That one. Straight down. Close enough. So that's how we're going to power these, I think, is from below. We'll probably go along the ceiling, I guess. Haven't figured that part out yet. These look like they're all right. How long have you been in Halifax? Born and raised? Yes, actually born and raised in Dartmouth, which is the city right across from Halifax. Are you familiar with the region, or is it news to you? All right, this can actually switched, so I'm gonna grab this. And then we need to get that's on the middle. I think it's at this height. Looks right. And we want it. Come on, that one please, thank you. Come on. Pick it. Okay, fine. I'll use my hotbar. Be that way. That's correct. I lived in Dartmouth from age 2 to 9, actually. Went to Brookhouse Elementary School for a while. No kidding. That's where I went to school. I went to Brookhouse and then Ellenvale. And Prince Andrew. Small world, Runson. That's amazing. Zakaria, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Listened to the podcast with you and Jem yesterday, and it made sense that you've really been streaming all the time. Happy to see that for you. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. All Haligonians? I would consider myself a Dartmouthian, but sure. I mean, if someone asks where I'm from internationally, I say the province first. Nova Scotia, Canada. I don't bother with the cities because a lot of times people don't know. That's going to be for more silica, which does not exist yet. So we're putting the cart before the horse. Oh, now this part. This is going to be tricky. That's not in the right spot. Okay, we're going to have to remove all of this. This was just temporary crap to get stuff into the awesome sink. Which, honestly, I can probably delete this too. While we're here, cleaning up this nonsense. That's something new that in Update 4 I don't like, is every once in a while when you're going to delete something, it doesn't give it that orange highlight, which is problematic. Right, what level is this on? It is just one above. Should be able to line this up with that. Should give us a little bit of a indication. Looks like it worked for me. Now the trick is, if I remember correctly, first I definitely need my hover pack and my flashlight. So the way that I did these ones, I brought them down to just above the pipe. So we'll do the same thing. And then face them inwards. That should be easy to do. I grab that. Right to me. And then from here, I don't know. Oh, it's gonna be tricky. That one went towards the outside. Oh man, this is going to be harder on this side because these things are asymmetrical. It's not going to be as simple. We can do this one, I think. Nope. Gonna have to get creative, I guess. I think I'd enjoy this. My son would too. Unfortunately, we don't have a PC. We're both gaming on iPads. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, this is not an iPad game. There's lots of content creators doing it though. Myself, RuneSun in the chat, BL Andrew 575, I think, and actually, you know what? If you go to Twitter at Joel Duggan, a couple of days ago, I tweeted out a bunch of other Satisfactory streamers. Perforated Soldier. There's one other person that I can't remember. Well, obviously, I Am Kibitz is another big. I really like Kibitz. He's a lot of fun. Depending on the age of your son, just know that a lot of Satisfactory streamers are not family friendly. I am, but most aren't. Not that there's a lot of the folks that I watched. They're using adult language because they're adults. But just if you've got kids in the room, then you might want to be careful about that kind of thing. So we're gonna have to be very. I don't know if we can even do this. I guess I could go lower. These are right on top of each other. So I could wrap those two like that. Or I could go... This is all for the aesthetics upstairs. So technically that works, but then that gives us no room to do the other one. So what we want to do is try to sneak in there and place something here. And then we might be able to sneak one in here. No, I did it too far. They fit, which surprises me. That will get them up there. Now we just have to get these belts together. Oi. Well, this is easy, but this not so much. Cerebral Tag does too, J Price. Thank you very much. That was another one that I mentioned, I think. I'm familiar. I'm pretty sure I follow Cerebral Tag. He's got some cool builds. Big builds. Speaking of Twitter, there is a tweet out there. If anybody wants to share it, it's at Joel Duggan. Go ahead and retweet that if you want. Seeing as it's getting dark, I think I'm going to take my break. There's a lot of folks I think that are new to the channel today. I take a break about once an hour, and I just step away for about 5 minutes. Normally, I keep it strictly on the hour, but in Satisfactory, I do it when the sun goes down because you can't see a whole lot, and I don't have the lights hooked up yet in the factory. However, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the train station, and I'm going to hop on a train, and hopefully you guys will get a little bit of a trip. Oh, right, I need the jetpack for this, not the hover. So hopefully... What's that? Oh, Scavenger's leaving. Is Mixmaster coming? Mixmaster is on the way out. Crap. Alright, well, we'll get on Scavenger when it comes back. And yes, I'm naming my trains after the Constructicon combiners that make up Devastator. I think it was a fitting choice. So Scavenger only takes about a minute and a half on the trip over to this little setup down here. We've got all these high yield nodes belted up going into a train. That's where all of our coal and iron and stuff is coming from currently. So when he pulls in here, we'll hop on. And thanks for hanging out, folks. I know that Thursday nights is not a usual time for me, but I'm hoping to be back tomorrow into Minecraft. It'll be either 3 or 4 p.m. Atlantic time, so UTC -3 for people internationally. I'm going to hit the gym, I think, tomorrow. So I might be a little bit late getting back to the stream, but always a good time. I'm not sure what we're doing in Minecraft tomorrow, actually. I'll have to take a look. We have lots of coarse dirt to place in the roads. Oh, I haven't finished the church courtyard. That's probably what I'll start with. That's something I can probably wrap up tomorrow, actually. Probably roads in the church courtyard. Be on in the medieval zone on the Citadel. I need to start getting on top of the uploads to YouTube as well. If people have missed my Minecraft videos, I upload the VODs to Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. You do bang VODs in chat, I think it will get a link. And I'm hoping that I can catch up and start posting all of the recent Satisfactory work that I've been doing as well. Because they've been some fun streams. A bit long in some cases, but it's more of a video archive. It's not really meant to be something that people sit down and watch, but I know there's people that are new to Satisfactory, so going back and watching some of the other builds, and especially if I did the Metroplex build. The Metroplex build I did during Update 4 in Experimental was a brand new Grassy Plains playthrough, so I might go back to that eventually. Alright, break train. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, folks. Thanks for hanging out. See you in just a few. Alright. I'm gonna hop off here. Both trains work out so well for brakes. Those train rides always cool me out. I have no idea why they're so relaxing. I think they're cool too. I think it's a, you know, for all the little gripes I have about Satisfactory, it's a very pretty game. Being on the train, the light changing, it's very cool. I try to catch Mixmaster because it's a longer ride through the Red Forest, which is cooler, I think. But can't always grab it. I just missed it. I saw it when I walked away from the computer. I saw that we had chosen the wrong train. I'm gonna have to do something about how far this launches me up into the air. Might have to lower the exit point. Because, like, I'm way up here. Like, if I don't jetpack, I take damage. Gotta be careful. How are we doing for inventory? We should be fine. I would probably play the heck out of a railroad management game. I would love to try one. There's just so many out there and they don't always look that appealing. Isn't there one called like Railroad Tycoon? Or something? Alright, so that's all hooked up. Got the power. We don't have the power actually attached yet. I don't know how that's happening. I guess we just start with the back end then. So for these, I think what I did was I lined up the mergers. They're very close to the machines, but they're on the middle of the block. And then these ones we lined up specifically so they would be symmetrical. Thankfully my autosave lag is like 2 seconds, so I know I haven't pushed Satisfactory quite as far as some people. I know BL Andrew has his like, it's like a 5-minute timer or something. Whoa, I fell off the thing. Right, so we're just going to put one here in the middle so we can line stuff up to it. That is a splitter. I want a merger. I think it's just going to be easier if we go out here. I also don't know how far this goes. We got a little bit of room, not a lot though. The autosave lag is annoying, man. I can only imagine on people, you know, that have huge worlds like Kibitz and BL Andrew, like it's disruptive. Three. Good. I do find this hard to see. I don't find that it doesn't feel like it lines up, even though you have to trust the green line on the ground. But it's hard to really figure out. I feel like the thing that it's being lined up with should like highlight. This is one here. And we actually don't need 8, we only need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we get into the next side. I'm just going to go ahead and build this whole thing in single walls first. We can decorate it later. Looks like we need more platform. That is, I believe... Oh, are we past it? No. So this is the edge of what I would perceive to be the building. Is the world in Satisfactory procedurally generated, or is it basically just a big map? No, it's a big map. There's no way this is procedural. I'm glad it isn't, because it would be... They'd have to do a much simpler map. It's big though. It's very large. But yeah, it's the same for every player. Have to point these towards the other side. My autosave lasts like 10 seconds at this point. What did I say mine was? About 5, maybe? Give or take. I need to go over and check the other side here. Just to double check to make sure I'm doing this right. There's another one of these at the front. And this is... The first one is lined up with the splitter, or the merger, and then they just get stacked next to each other from there. Pretty sure. Yeah, okay. Cool. I just realized we were working on that before we went on break. One thing about this game I do find that I get easily distracted. Probably going to need to have these in here temporarily. It's one thing about that new Zoop feature that's going to be very useful when you have to do stuff like that that's really temporary. That'll make life a lot easier. So this is going to go on this side here. That's the distance. Is that correct? It's correct, it's just not the right one. Production. Foundry. Oh, I was so close. I think we're going to do, because I can't see what's going on, I'm going to put one of these here at the level we want. That way we can snap to it. There we go. So we probably don't need these, now that I think about it. Now these all should just line up. long as I can see. This is where the hover pack is going to come in handy. Oh, I need modular frames. Do you have the arachnophobia setting turned on? I know that's something that I found odd and interesting that you can do. No, because I think the cat stuff looks dumb. So no, I don't. I don't have it turned on. I don't like the spiders, though. I can tell you right now. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I love it when you start to see, like, a busy-looking factory come together. It's one thing to have like an idea and to kind of sort it out, but then spending the stream repeating the pattern, it's easy on the brain, but it's also really rewarding visually. Wow, double Prime subs. Analu Greg subscribe with Prime, and Manmade subscribe with Prime 6 months in a row. Thanks very much for 6 months in a row. That means that you have unlocked the Air Keystone badge, I think, man-made. And Analu Greg, you've got the Stone Keystone badge. Thanks very much. Welcome on board. For folks that are new, you can connect your Discord and your Twitch and join the Joel Duggan Discord. Grumpy Old Dan. Grumpy or Old Dan? Did I get that right? Thanks very much for the Prime. 2 months in a row. You've got the Earth Keystone badge now. And you can connect your Twitch and Discord and join the Discord. And a hype train kicked off by Grumpy or Old Dan. Thanks very much. We're 75% of the way through level 1. Folks, if you want to check out the extra emotes that you get by participating in a hype train, you can do that with 100 bits, a Prime sub, or a Tier 1 or above Twitch sub, and new subs are 20% off for September. So thanks again for the support, folks. Really appreciate it. That means that I get to do this during the week more often. That's 3, 4, 5, and 6. I really don't like this hover thing. Switch back. So I'm pretty sure that the end was a door, and that this was metal. This is a door. I wish that there was different walls that you could select from your inventory. I don't like that it's a two-sided wall. I would much prefer to have the walls be exactly the same on both sides, but then have 2 different models to choose from. I think that would be a lot better. I find the constant switching and the fact that the game auto-switches to be rather annoying. Put the other door in? I did not. I don't even know if I really like this metal corrugated stuff. I'm just kind of using it to break up the wall here. Oh, we're done with these, I think. At least for now. And go to here. Now this is different because of the layout, so I gotta go check this. No, thank you for introducing me to this game. Oh, you're welcome. Are you playing it now? Like, do you own it? For folks in the chat that are looking to pick it up, you can support the stream and use the Epic code Joel Duggan in the Epic store. if you want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's unfortunately no discount, but I do see a little bit of a bump. Oh, you own it. Cool. What? Where? Well, like, where did you start? Did you start in the grasslands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's annoying. Did I just do the one? Oh, I probably didn't do another one because I didn't need to. Right, that makes sense. Okay. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Sometimes I like asymmetry, other times I do not. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That should be... oh... doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, I guess it was that close. Unless... because of the flip. Yeah, that seems like it's a lot closer. Why does that feel like it's going to be off? That feels really close to this. Did I mess up? They're all packed in tight. No wiggle room. There's definitely a few buildings that I wish were not asymmetrical. Foundries are one of them. Maybe I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. We're gonna put it here. So we're going to use awesome sinks on the end here. Kind of keep things flowing in case they get dicey. Because so much of our system is kind of hung up on the fact that the water keeps moving. And I've had some issues with the mechanics not doing what they should. Alright, that's hooked up to here. However, the bottom parts are not, if I remember correctly. Right, we got that far. And we got down to here. So, one of them is easy. This part is going to be easy. That's that one hooked up. This, though, how on earth are we supposed to do this? Yeah. I wonder... Yeah, I don't want to change the direction of this thing here. I wonder if we can be cheeky about this. I can't start a new one at the top, but if I get in here with a platform, I might be able to weasel something together. Do. Take that out for now. What if I came down and added like another lift? Yeah, we could totally do that, provided I could place the lift first. So I'd have to remove both of those. It's annoying. And the pipe. Alright, so get rid of those. Get rid of the pipe. Build that into there. I have to do this first. That way? Yeah. Oh, not far enough back. Oh, I did it again. Oh, this platform is not close enough. How am I going to place? I really wish that you could place. Can you place? Oh, you can sort of can. Okay, hold on. Not snapping. I should place one back here so that it'll line up. Oh, come on. So many guidelines. Nope, that's not right either. Okay, starting to get a little frustrating. Does the Sim Morsel have no use, or did it get added in the last update? No use. I don't imagine that's going to be something that happens until full release. Be my guess. I build you here, not gonna let me do it. Maybe I can get up here. Nope. Yep, this is frustrating. Thought you could put these in between, but maybe not. How do I get these two things built? Basically, I want one to there, and then one going to here. But that doesn't leave me enough room to do the other thing because the pipe is going to be there. Yeah, I'd have to delete this and then build from here down. I've never used the whole conveyor splitter thing on the end. I know it snaps there, but never liked the look of it. Yeah, I really don't know how to do this, so I'm going to come back to it. Not like we don't have a lot of other things to do upstairs. What I'd like to do is try to get the quartz on its way in. Alright, so just a matter of repeating the splitter process on the top here. Oh, we need the lifts as well. And they're going to be on the side. I think last time we decided that putting a splitter on the floor was an easy way to do it. Earlier today, when I moved fast enough, the line stayed with me. Cool. I'm not sure what they're going to do with the SAM or... I'm really starting to be curious as to how, like, when the game is actually going to come out. I'm not sure when they're ever going to be able to call it, you know, done. I mean, they must have, like, signposts, you know, like in their development process, but I don't know what they are. But I guess that's just part and parcel of designing and doing a game these days, is that you have to be okay with the game being out there and being, a lot of the times gamers, like, you're almost always playing stuff that's in development. At least for PC games, I find. Oh, it's supposed to be a smart splitter. We can always change this later. Left is going to be none. Center is going to be overflow. Right is going to be silica. Maybe like Minecraft, where it's never truly finished. Yeah, I think the thing about Minecraft, I think, is that it's always in a finished state, like a complete state. I wouldn't call Satisfactory right now a complete state, right? I would say that it's more of a, definitely, I feel like it's more of a development, a game in development than other games. Like Minecraft, I would say it's definitely more complete, even though it's just like always being updated. Right, time to put you left. Gonna be none, center, overflow. Right is going to be scrap. I don't remember being on top of these like this. Not sure why. Work in progress? What do you mean, like what I'm doing or this game? Last one. The game is a lot of stuff in game at the moment. Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. It's in development. Right. That's those all belted up. And now we need power. And first one is inside. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 10. Putting these doors here was a really good idea. That's 4. Nope. That's 6. Cool. So now we'll do the same thing. And we'll get the power down below on the right. Oh, I need a ramp. Sure. You're never going to see that, I don't think, even from below. Pretty sure we're going to be powering our refineries from above anyway. So I'd imagine what we'll probably do is we'll bring the power in somewhere along here on the roof. Would be my guess. So we may have to change the way that it goes inside, but that'll work. Now the export bit was 2 of those side by side. Again, I'm not going to do the whole export hookup because I'm not sure if this is actually going to be how we swing it. I want to kind of plan the top floor before I commit to these being where we're taking things. I think everything is going to continue to go up, and I'm probably going to use this space and continue to use this space vertically. So now I have to figure out how to do these export bits. That's just one high. What are the options for power? I think I remember saying that coal and then something else. There's coal, oil, which you can then turn into fuel. Then there's turbo fuel, diluted fuel, nuclear power, and geothermal. But geothermal is not something that is going to power your whole world. nuclear power right now is the end game, but it just looks like way too much of a hassle for me. So I'm going to be doing, I have diluted packaged fuel as an alternate recipe that I've unlocked, but I need to find the diluted fuel recipe. I don't have just the diluted fuel. That lined up with this, I think. Yeah. Right, so that's the line we want. That's good. We're going to put a Mark IV lift here. And then we're going to do some fancy stuff with this. So that goes there. Remove these. We're going to put in little border wall. How did I do that before? Or maybe I went the other way. Yeah, probably went the other way. Why is this not working like it did before? Sometimes you just have to mess. There we go. Okay, now I see. Aha! Victory is mine. We have this nice little, like, solid-looking situation there. So then here, I think that just was standard from the last one. Yep. And the other one we made a loop. Right. I remember how I did this now. So we need you on... I think that's the right height. Yep. We'll grab that. Mark 4 belts. Love to stick around, but I gotta go. Have fun. Very cool microwave Eagle. Have a good one. Really appreciate you coming by. Always good to see regulars in chat. You folks are fun. That goes to there. And this other one. How did I do this? just right next to it. But that's too far back. This is the tricky part when you've got to still be able to see what you're doing on like 6 stories up. I'm pretty sure it's 4 clicks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hope that's right, because I don't want to do that again. Looks straight to me. Whoa! I hit. What did I hit? Oh. Let's see that. So now this we can. We must have used conveyor belt holes. On the middle. Crazy lines. I'm not sure what the heck they're lining up to. That goes there like that. And then we should be able to just grab the belt from here and go into that. So what happens down here on the bottom floor, this middle refinery gets split in half, and it joins the one at the end, that joins the one at the end, and each one of those fuels 6 foundries, and then these 2 in the middle here combine and they feed the 8, and it happens on both sides. I just don't know how I'm going to fix this particular issue right now. Chessmaster04, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Don't know what else we can do here at the top floor. I guess the only thing left to do is to try to figure out how the power is going to come in and how that export is going to work. I guess I have to figure out where I want to put a ceiling, if anything. We're getting really close. I don't know where the top floor of this thing is. Like, Devastator could just be as tall as we want it to be, right? So that's the cool thing about it. It's also massive in terms of the actual land that we have. Like, see those little blocks out to the side there? Like that way out there, those there are the edge of the base. We've got room to go there. More room in there. I feel like I'm going to put silica. The silica production is probably going to go in this space right there that's got like all the little pieces missing. Like that's probably where we're going to put the silica, because we're going to have to use refineries for it. So I'm probably going to go on the base floor for that. That looks pretty cool. Where's the center here? We stand kind of like in the middle. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. It'll be great once it all starts moving. Discovered you thanks to your co-hosting of the Spawn Chunks with Pixel Riffs. Keep up the great content. Oh, thanks very much, Chessmaster. I really appreciate that kind word. I'm glad you listened to the Spawn Chunks. I'm glad that you like it. I know we've got a Satisfactory crowd right now, but for folks that like podcasts about Minecraft and podcasts about video games and other nerdy stuff, I do the Spawn Chunks with Pixel Riffs and the Citadel Cafe with a number of friends. Steven, Alistair, Steven ESC, and Alistair McFly. They both stream on Twitch, mostly Minecraft. And then I also do Brockets, doing family stuff this summer, and Lou, my friend Lou Page from Zombies Ate My Podcast, which is another podcast you can listen to. All those podcasts are free, so check them out. This is where I need to wrap it up, folks. It's getting on into the evening for me. I knew it was going to be a short stream, but I accomplished what I wanted to do, which was to show you how we designed this and mirror it on the other side so that you have an idea of how I decided to lay out my aluminum ingot production, at least for this amount of bauxite. If you want to follow the channel before you take off, I'd very much appreciate it. If you want to follow me on Twitter, that's a great way for finding out when I'm live again in the future. And if you decided to use a Prime sub or Tier 1 sub today, I really appreciate it. You folks are fantastic. Thanks so much for the support. Make sure you're connecting your Discord and your Twitch accounts. Prime and Tier 1s will get access to the Discord. If you want to get access to the Discord, but you don't really want to do the Twitch sub thing, check out Patreon. It's patreon.com/JoelDuggan. And it's $2 a month, so it's very affordable, and it does a lot for me. Patreon is probably the best way to keep me streaming. I really do appreciate all of it. I will be back tomorrow, usually around 3. Let's go for maybe 4 p.m. Atlantic time, which would be 3 p.m. Eastern if you're in the States. And I'll see you then. Have a great night. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye for now.